All right, Math 8. We're going to do a couple of perimeter problems just to help you out with this to make sure we understand it. The first thing that you have to know, and this is a triangle right here, I hope you know that. The first thing you have to know about perimeter is just what is perimeter. The perimeter is the distance around an object. And how do you find the distance around an object? Well, you add the length here, add the length here, and add the length here. So the perimeter is equal to add all sides. That's all you do. Now, in this problem, you have variables in there, which doesn't make it that horrible. It just makes it a little more difficult. Now, with problems with perimeter, especially with ones that have more sides than just 3, I don't like to do what some of the books do. The books do this. They will take it and they will write 3x plus 6 plus 5x plus 2x plus 1. They'll write each side down individually in a big addition problem, which is essentially just an algebraic expression. When we were doing combining like terms, probably did this last year, did it a little bit this year. Add the x's with the x's. 3x, 5x, and 2x make 10x. The x's are done. 6 plus 1 is 7. So the perimeter of this object is 10x plus 7. I'm not a huge fan of doing it that way. I like to look at the picture. It makes it easier for me if I look at this and I go, okay, I've got 2x and 3x makes 6x. I'm done with those two. 6x and 5x make 11. Okay, you see my mistake? 2x plus 3x is 5x. Duh. 5x. 5x plus 5x is 10x. Then I go back and look at the things that aren't crossed out yet. I've got a 1 and a 6. 1 and 6 make 7. Now, the reason I do it this way is because with a shape that has more sides, I sometimes will start adding up like terms and then get back to where I started and forget. Was this part of what I did or not, or all that? So I start getting a little bit nervous that I added something twice. So by crossing it out, that way I'm adding it up and getting it out of my head. If this helps you out, writing it all out, do it that way. That's only part of the problem. When we get 10x plus 7, that is equal to the perimeter. We just found that. That is the perimeter. Now, in the problem, they're going to do something like this. P equals 87. Okay? If the perimeter is 87, and we're telling you that this is equal to P, we can take away this P here and turn it into what it is, 87. And turn this from a guess and check type problem into an algebraic equation that's just 2 steps to solve. And some of you are looking at this and going, oh, this works out really nice. If you don't see that it works out really nice yet, you will in a second. Here is our variable, the last thing that we get rid of. So we get rid of the 7 first. Subtract 7. Bring down the 10x. 87 minus 7 is just 80, and 80 is perfectly divisible by 10. So x equals 8. That's what most of the problems are going to want you to do. Just find out what x is. But I like you to be able to take it back and check to see if you were right. Substitute the 8 in for x. 5 times 8, that's 40. 2 times 8 is 16 plus 1. So that would be 17. 3 times 8, that's 24, plus 6 is 30. Those three numbers, 30, 40, and 17, better add up to what our perimeter is in the middle. Duh, right there. Sorry about making you dizzy. 30 and 40 make 70. 70 and 17, yay, make 87. Now, this is just a triangle. I can promise you, you're not going to get a triangle on your test for perimeter. You can see my coffee. You're going to get something like this. Here is what's called a pentagon, 5-sided figure. Okay? In this one, you've got to find the perimeter. And they tell you the perimeter is 53. P is equal to 53. Now, you can start plugging and chugging numbers in for the x and try to see if you can make it equal to 53, but it's substantially easier if you start adding like terms. And I'm going to do it my way. If you want to write all this up, look at how many different things that you're going to have to write out in this one. But my way might be a little easier, but it may not for some. 4x and 3x makes 7x. 7x and 5x, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12x. 12x and 5x makes 17x. 17x and 3x make 20x. I don't mind 20. It means to me that this may come out to be something nice and neat and divisible by 20. I'm not guessing, but it does. Okay? So I'm done with all the x's. They're all crossed out in this problem. Let's go to the constants. 5 and 3 make 8. 8 and 1 make 9. 9 and 1 make 10. 10 and 3 make a positive 13. And we know that that equals the perimeter because we know that by adding all the sides, it equals the perimeter. And they tell us that the perimeter is 53. So this, instead of being the variable p, will be 53. Now, some of you are looking at this and going, ooh, this works out nice. This works out nice. If you can see that, awesome. Let's see. This is our variable. Directly attached to it is the 20. Subtract the 13. Subtract the 13. 3 minus 3 is 0. 5 minus 1 is, oh, it is working out nice. Bring down the 20x. 20x is equal to 40, and we divide by 20. Divide by 20, and x equals 40 divided by 20 is 2. X equals 2. Now, finding the measure of each side, it takes a little bit of time because there's 5 sides, but it's really not that tough of math. Somebody in class the other day, trying to remember who it was, I don't know if it was Mason or Lydia or somebody, maybe several people, they said the math is not the tough part, it's just keeping everything in order. That's the problem. I know this looks like gibberish all written around here, but that's my mentality and my thought process going through this. If you've got a better idea and way to do these things and it works for you to be able to write it out and still get the equation, because you have to get this part right there. You have to get it down to 20x plus 13 is equal to 53. Use whatever you can to be able to do this. Well, let's substitute the 2 in. 4 times 2 is 8. 8 plus 5 is 13 for that side. 3 times 2 is 6. 6 plus 3 is 9. Good. 5 times 2 is 10. 10 plus 1 is 11. And that's 11. And that's 9. Okay. 20, 40, 53. Yay! It worked. Alrighty. It worked. All right. So now sometimes if you work that out and it doesn't come out right, go back, test it again. Take your numbers and test it again. And see if that works. Maybe you made an addition error, like I maybe multiplied wrong or did something goofy in here, like I did before on the other problem where I took 2 plus 3 and got 6. Duh, I multiplied instead of added. Now, take your time and go through it again. If it comes out wrong again, then you know you messed up somewhere, either in the algebraic equation or when you worked out the algebraic equation. I hope this helps you. If you have any more questions with perimeter, I'll make another video. I'll do something for you there. We're going to be taking a quiz, and I'm going to make a study guide for the test, not a quiz, study guide for the test that is going to, like the last test, if you watch it, it's going to walk you through the test part by part so you know what's coming up next, and you can go and get the answers and go from there. All righty? Good luck. If you need any more help, let me know. Bye.